Morning folks, how are we doing? We're alright, long time no see. Well, this is isn't it, yeah, first video back after the honeymoon tour. Big changes in the Tinsley house. Living room and kitchen, like, but other than that, yeah. Betty's gone. Shock horror, big GS, she's gone. Basically, we got back off honeymoon and decided to clear up any kind of debts we had, so we paid first card off, bits and bobs, and we're straight now, so we're looking for somewhere else at the moment. So today we're going looking at an Africa Twin, Wigan Honda, so we're going to set off in a minute. Yeah, I'll show you around. Oh, hang on, he's eating toast, I'll see you. It's the morning.
Good morning.
I love what she's got me wearing. Let's have a look. Don't know whether you can see that, the property of Mrs. Tinsley and the wedding date. So yeah, let's take you out here in a minute. The space where Betty lived is now vacated and got a table and chairs out there. So yeah, look, bike gear's out. Kitchen's all changed. I don't remember if you've ever seen these before videos, but used to be the old kitchen table and that there, but now we've got a bit of a biker bistro going on with bikes. Some of Faye's artwork. We'll go into that a bit more later. Oh, our new logo. Don't know whether you can see that, but we'll put it up in a bit anyway. So let's stand you back up. Let's not. Oh, that's not right, is it? That'll do. Oh. So we're gonna go Wigan Honda now and try an Africa Twin and see how we get on with that. Not sure whether we're gonna have that because we're look at a cross tourer as well, and maybe a CRF1000. And maybe a Super Tenere, so God knows. We'll see how we go anyway. So, anyway, let's go see what this Africa Twin has to offer. See you in a bit, folks.
Morning, folks. How are we doing? Well, we're here. Wigan Honda. Me and Faye are going to take this Africa Twin out here. Say hello, Faye. I'll take this out for a mooch. We was hoping to take a cross tourer out, to be honest, but he said it like next weekend, I think, before they can get a demo sorted for the cross tourer. So taking Africa Twin out, not too shabby. Yeah. I have just thrown a bit of preload on it because the preload was wound rare off. Whoever's had it before us has gone off road on it. Don't blame him, like, that's what it's for, isn't it? But yeah, whoever's been on it's been off road. So don't jump on. But yeah, I'm going to give a go with this now. Tell you what, they're very comfy bikes, very comfy. They've got a, what is it, 1, 2, 3, and he said there's a couple gone out this morning, so there's, they must have about 5 here. They must have about 5 here. So I don't know where we're going, just have a mooch out for an hour. First impressions of sitting on it, it's pretty much like being on GF really, the sitting of the bars. Seems pull well enough, like. I'll have to check on this. Is it a fly-by-wire? No, it's got cables on. Because I think the cross tourer's a fly-by-wire throttle, isn't it? Not 100% sure, like. Let's have a look, second gear there. I noticed that then, we was doing about 20 mile an hour then, on the BM, on our GS that we had better. At 20 mile an hour, I was in third gear on this then, and it didn't want to know then. At 20 mile an hour, it didn't, at third gear, didn't want to know. Wasn't taking you nowhere. Well, I mean, what are we doing? But 32 mile an hour, we're in fourth. Obviously, we've got Faye on back. Hang on. That's to the stop. That was the throttle to the stop then. Obviously, that was the extreme. That was like fourth gear at 30 mile an hour. But doing our second gear now, and it's proper lumpy. Proper lumpy. It's got a bit of character, like. Honest though, comfort-wise, great. Comfort-wise, great. Halt controls are pretty straightforward. Have a look. 1,983 miles it's done. it's doing at the moment. Like I say, it has been off-road, so the average thing's not been reset. I'll have to adjust this right-hand mirror, folks. Hang on a second. That's it, because that just see what's behind us now. Yeah, it's done 1,984 mile, and the average fuel consumption is 50.5 miles per gallon, which isn't bad really, because like I say, it's rotten. It looks like it's been a bit of scrambling. But it's comfy as out. As I say, it's not got that torque of the GS, and it wouldn't have its 200cc's less in it, which was why we really wanted to look at the Cross Tourer. Gearbox is lovely on it, lovely and smooth. I think with this, it'd be more of just getting used to being in a lower gear than what you would on GS. On GS, you've got to stay in second, just rolling up to the lights and pulled away, and it wouldn't have had any problem with it whatsoever. This wouldn't be playing that game. Anyway, folks, when we get a bit more scenic, we'll throw it back on and have a bit of fun on it. See you in a bit, folks. Well, on the bit of twist roads, we just stopped at some roadworks then, so we're bloody behind cars every 2 seconds now. Couldn't stop to the worst place. Great handling bike, this Africa Cross Tourer and this Africa Twin. Great handling bike. Nice and light and that. Very lumpy engine though, low down, very lumpy. It's what you get used to, it's characteristic, innit? Is it 93 or 98 horsepower these make? They make something like that, don't they? It does have an urgency once it's trapping on. It's that low down pull when you talk. Obviously one up and that, I think it's going to be adequate. I love that word, adequate. Adequate. When somebody says something's adequate, you know it's not quite enough, don't you? But it's a word. It's a great word, adequate. So yeah, yeah. No, one up, it's adequate, and it's proper comfy, like. Comfy as the up front. Fair's just said on the back. I must add. Fair just said on the back. It's not quite as comfy as the GS. You know what, folks? There's never usually any cars on this road. I was going to come flying down here, and it's always the same, innit? Whenever you want to do anything, so puts a spanner, it works. And another car's pulled out, gone. You know, we'll just stop. Yeah, we're going to go up to Parbold Hill anyway, pull over there. Oh, nice Virgin train. Anyway, on Parbold Hill, and we'll get some pictures of the bike and have a quick chat to you about it. Oh. No, it's I'll tell you what, folks, it's better than expected. I don't know, I was expecting it to be a bit more sluggish than this. Once you're moving and above, what we're looking at now, 2,000 revs. Once you're above 2,000, it starts pulling, but it still is a bit lumpy. I'll do a bit of a roll-on test after compared to BM, and then when we do take the Cross Tourer out, bit of a comparison then, isn't it? But anyway, for argument's sake now, we're doing 40, we're doing 31 mile an hour, we're doing 4th. I'll put throttle to stop now. It's to the stop now. Now once it got up to 3 and a bit thousand, it started getting its legs then. But if you were overtaking, you'd have had to drop a couple of cogs. Now on GS, you could have wound it on at in 4th gear there, and it'd just pulled you past it. It's not sluggish by any means, but I can imagine with somebody up back, and then the luggage we carry as well. Obviously it's going to be even more sluggish than that. Like now we're going up a slight gradient. I know cameras don't. The murder cameras for making roads look flat. It's actually a bit of a hill, this. I even felt the engine labouring a bit then going up. Well, as a riding bike, it's great. It feels... They're not even that light, these, I'm sure. I'll have to check properly later, but I'm sure they're about 226 kilograms, which it's not light by any stretch, but it feels, when you sat on it, feels a lot lighter than GS. A lot lighter. Hang on. Like that now. Flick side to side like you wouldn't believe. That's like sports bike flicking, that. Oh, it's alright. It's adequate. I love that word. It's a top word, that. Adequate. It'd do. You know what I mean? When somebody says, is it alright? Oh, it's adequate. So that means it could be a lot better. That could be better. Imagine this. No, jokes aside. Imagine this bike with maybe the Cross Tourer engine, or a detuned Fireblade engine. They always say this detuned, but they never seem to detune them right. But if this bike had like a detuned Fireblade engine in it, it'd be like, I don't know, it'd be a bestseller. I think everyone would be after this. Like I say, you don't need 200 horsepower on the new Fireblades. They put that down to about 130, and then obviously you could bucket the torque up then, couldn't you, and lower the peak torque and all that, like. So this with the detuned Fireblade engine would be the dogs. I've just noticed this hasn't, unless I'm looking now. I don't think this has got heated grips on. As Faye was saying, then I struggle a bit in cold weather, a bit of vibration white finger, so I get bad hands. This temperature now, I'm just about right. It's between 9 and 11 now. It keeps fluctuating, like, but I'm all right at this. Once it starts dropping 6 and below, I start struggling a bit with my hands. Then even with heated grips and big thick gloves, I struggle like out with my hands. I know this Faye's just, so let's get past this Golf. We've been behind it for it just now, just can't get rid of it. Let's see if we can dispose of it. Yeah, it does strap on a bit, folks. You can do it. It's like you have to, I don't know if you understand, but you have to make a big deal of strapping on it. You know, on a GS or on one of the big bikes. We used to have we've had two. We had a GSX-1400, I'll show you some pictures later. We had a GSX-1400. Now the engine in that is, for me, second to none. That's it must be the best, I'll tell you what, I'm going to pepper learn here. It's one of the best engines I've ever had in a bike. I can see a red side. Does this say road close? Honestly, does it? Oh no, it doesn't. It says caution. Lorry's turning. Oh Jesus. I thought it said road's closed then, but yeah, we had it anyway. Sorry, going off on a tangent there. We had a Suzuki GSX 1400, a mint one, went to Edinburgh, picked that up. And I'll show you a picture anyway. And that was a stonking bike, that. The engine in that, honestly, you only had to give it a whisper of a throttle and it went away. But if you read the reports, oh, it's a big heavy bike, it's this, it's that, it's the other. Honestly, I couldn't fault it. With somebody on back of that, you couldn't feel him. With Faye was on back of that, you couldn't feel her there. Until she falls asleep and bangs your head, like, but until that, you couldn't feel her on back. Honestly, they're just a whispering, smooth as silk. And you know what I mean? So you don't always trust all reviews, do you? Because if you'd listened to all reviews, you wouldn't get nothing, would you? But anyway, what can you do? If I was just saying then, we got the weather for it today. It could have been a lot worse than this, couldn't it, folks? No, the temperature's alright now. Is just about get away with this. The fella that under sent me a text, said just confirming you're coming Saturday morning and the bike will be fueled up and all that. Turned up, had no idea who it was, and there was no fuel in the bike, and it was rotten. But you know what I mean? It's we're going from BMW service to this, you know what I mean? And I'm not calling on to buy any stretch of the idea. It's just that BMW take it to another level, don't they? Yeah. As levels of service go, BMW do take it to another level. We deal with BMW Preston, and they can't do enough. They even fixed our GS when it was out of warranty. Fixed it, not even like an issue or nothing. You know, you think, imagine any other big bike companies doing that. It just wouldn't happen, would it? So, yeah. So, like say, oh, hang on, look at that then. That would definitely not happen. GS. Just pull down there then. I've just dropped it now, but we was in third then, coming down that corner. And went to accelerate, and honestly, it just didn't want to know. It felt like I was getting hit with a jackhammer from behind. Let's get to the middle here. My visor keeps missing up. Just can't see shake cars off. We'll go to back there's a big parking space at the top of Parbold Hill. We're going through it up them. I'll take some pictures and show you the bike. Like I say, we've not got the best colour one. We've got a. It's not bad, like it's like a browny reddy colour. Like, I've not really had a proper look at it yet because we thought we was getting the red and white one, which is me fit. Yeah, there was one out at front, a red and white one. Are you standing in that lane, Mr. Ice Cream Man? Give it 90 now while we're going past Bell. Like I say, it does trap on a bit, like, but it's like a big song and dance thing, you know, like gives the engine a big old shake and come on, we'll get there. And it's like that, you know. And it's not. it's Cardo, it's character, isn't it? Character. I was going to take camera off till we get this parking thing, but it's only up road now. It's pretty pointless. Just been garbage. You know what? Just excited on a new bike. You know what I mean? You know how it is, folks. You got a new bike, don't you? And you Johnny 10 men on my new bike here. But it's better than expected. I'll give you that. It's better than expected. Obviously, there's no heated grip. I am checking. Sorry, folks. I keep checking. There is no heated grips on this because I probably would just throw them on one setting, but there is no. There must be an option on these because I can't even see no wires going somewhere out. No. And obviously, the clutch is cable operated as well. It's not hydraulic. Brakes are great, aren't they? Brakes are great. There's a button on handlebars here, whether you can see down there, folks. ABS. I'll show you in a minute anyway. The ABS button there. Tell you what now, folks, look at this now. Hang on, let's crank it down a bit here. 40 miles, oh, we're doing exactly 40 miles an hour and we're in 6th gear. I'll put it to stop now. That's on the stop. 49, 50, 52, 55, 57. Yeah, 60, 62, 63. As I said, it does build up, but obviously we've no luggage on, have we? So. And I've just thought, yeah, that was it. Faye's got a backpack on now with all bike gear in, our camera gear and what have you. I was thinking, no, the one we was looking at had a back box on. I thought, oh, great. Because it's got a flask in there. You know, have a brew, as you do. Like, you have to make them all in a bit, don't you? Saturday morning, gonna go have a brew with new bike. Living the dream. I hope this wind's not interfering with volume as well. I'll tell you what, let's do that roll on again while there's no there. Let's put it to 4th this time. 4th gear now, let's get up to, let's let this car get away, let's get up to 40. Right, 40 now, to stop. To be honest, I will say it accelerated much quicker that than in 4th. We're going to head to our stop place now, let's go and try the 3rd. Hang on, 37, 38, 39, 40, there we are. Hang on, going down a little bit there. Right, 40 miles an hour in 3rd, to stop, there we go. It takes off at 4,000, folks. If you want something for overtaking, you'd have to think. If you were loaded up with this, 2 up on motorway or on the back road, no, country road, you load it up. The car doing, I don't know, 45, 50 miles an hour in front of you, and you've got to get past it quick, smart. You need to think about it. It's not like on big bikes. Well, say big bikes. This is there's thousands in it, but it's not like them where you crack it open, it'll go. It will go past. Don't get me wrong, it will go past, but. You can't just wind it on in top gear, it won't give you enough. You'd have to really cog a few down and think about it. Anyway, got to pull up here, have a brew and take some pictures. So, look at that, folks. You having a bit of that? Right, Africa's fish, just go straight down there, shouldn't I? But anyway, folks, I'll show you around bike now. Hang on, face. I was going to tell you off, their face struggling to get off bike. She can't get off. She put her leathers on. I think she put a bit of beef on. What is joking? What do you reckon there for? You should put a bit of beef on. I don't even know where that lens is all steered up and out. I don't know. I'll have a look now anyway. So, anyway, I'll show you around bike now, folks. I've just got one up for a second phase on the, oh, it's a low, you know what? First time I rode it, one up. Complete different animal. So phase on this side of the road there. Oh, it pulls like a train. One up. Now I can understand, it makes a bit more sense then. Yeah, I thought, Faye just said, oh, I'll just stand at the top of the road here while you mooch down and I'll take a picture. And that's the first time I've been on one of these solo, and it makes a lot more sense. It's I know saying transforms, it's a big expression to say that, and a big statement to make, say it's transformed, but honestly it's a complete different bike. One up. Just turn around here, go back up, and then I'll pick Faye up. It is getting a bit nippy now. Even though the temperature says it's not changed on dashboard, it does feel a bit chilly. And I've not got my winter jacket on. I've got my Alpine Stars sort of street jacket with a hoodie underneath. So hopefully Faye's going to be at the top of the hill here now. Oh, it pulls like a train, honestly. Nice and smooth now. Well, I say smooth, smoothish. So she should be here on corner. And there's Faye. Well, that's our little solo trip of it. No, it's alright, honestly, different animal, but it's one up. But I suppose most Andes are going to be out there. Back box on back, bit of luggage on, and go for a mooch. So you could tour on it, do a bit of off-roading on it. You do everything then. Makes a bit more sense now. So, with it being chilly, I think we are gonna get it back. I should have put my winter gear on, really, to be honest. Bit of a mistake, but I'm gonna go for a ride round village here, and then make our way back to Wigan Honda, because I've got to pick my little lad up today anyway. So we'll have a mooch on it, then we'll make our way back. So. What I must add is the, and it's not the fork's fault, but the forks are very, very spongy. A lot of dive when you press the front anchors, like especially with somebody on back. So I'm not sure if I'm trying to look at the forks now. So like I said, we've not adjusted the front. Yeah, well they are full adjustable there. They're soft and hard, and they're probably set on soft because, like I say, when I showed you before, it has been off-road, this, whoever's off-road it, so fair play to him. That's what it's for, isn't it? No, I like it. Not a bad bike at all. You try and, with it being a new bike as well, you sort of, give it benefit of doubt with it being a new bike. To be honest, there's not a great deal up with it. You know what, I've been trying to find stuff, you know, to say like, well, it's this, it's that. It's not, it does everything well. It does everything well. It's adequate. No, it does everything well. Can't really fault it for out. Thank you. No, you can't really fault it for out. So, fair play to it. Does it just need the engine low down? Obviously, if you've got one of these, you'll know the engine low down just below 2,000 revs. I know you're not there much, like, but it's a bit lumpy there. But obviously, it's a twin. It's got to be, innit? Once it winds up though to 4,000, it does take off, like. I want to get on a faster road, like, you know, a bit of a motorway, because obviously sometimes when you're touring, a lot of time when you're touring, you've got the A to B parts. Sometimes it's got to be a couple of 100-mile motorway jaunt. It's just the nature of the beast, isn't it? Well, it pulls well. It pulls well. You could easily tour on it, like, you wouldn't. I don't think you'd be saying, oh, it's dog slow. It's not like that. It's just missing that little tiny bit of urgency to up. There, I'm in 5th gear now, wound it on then, and it pulled, it went, but it didn't go quick. Hang on, let's go down to 3rd here. Right, to go down to this corner in 3rd, we're doing 40 mile an hour now, well, 38. Let's accelerate out of here, as if there was a car there, like. See, low down there, if you change down gears to right gear, it pulls adequately, it does it stop saying that. No, it pulled perfectly well then. Where the GS, you could have left that in 5th then, and it would have just tracted its way around. Yeah, this will be interesting here. Hang on. Yeah, let's we're in 4th gear going. This camera's not going, but it was proper hill. This right, doing 34 mile an hour in 4th. Let's wind it on now. Yeah, it just started getting its legs at 4,000 revs there. So if that would have been a car there going past, you'd have had to take that down to 2nd or something to get past that. Let's try it again here. Let's go to 2nd gear now. We're in 2nd gear now, doing 28. But yeah, front wheel started pulling. You felt front wheel coming light then. So it's just a matter of thinking about, like I say, if you're gonna go on one of these and you've got it overtake, you load it up, 2 up, got luggage on. Like I say, I'm no lightweight. I'm not even got to pretend I am. I'm best part of 18 stone. But Faye makes up for that with only being 8 and a bit. So we sort of level each other out. And it's, I suppose, better having the light person up back anyway, isn't it? So yeah. But we are, oh yeah, it does. Bloody hell, coming out of that corner, in 3rd, then coming out of that corner, I thought the thing was got bloody fall over. Hang on, let's get it up to nearly 4,000. Right, we're on, virtually on 4,000 revs now. Yeah, just above 4,000, it's sweet spot. Pulls like a train then, but you've only got 1,500 revs to play with after that. So you are going to be like riding out the road motocross bikes, like it's got to be like that. I will do get a bit of straight road. I'll just do a proper accelerator to show you what it does go like from 0 to maybe 60 or whatever. We'll have a 2 up. That's more real world, isn't it? See this now, I'm in 5th gear now doing 40 uphill, and it's like I know it's a twin before you all start, I know, but you can actually feel the cylinders pumping. God, just here for it, isn't it? Here we are now, let's have a 5th gear now at 40. Ah, see, it's going, here we go, here we go, here we go. The first 13 mile and I was doing 40. It took a while to get to 55 and they started pulling well then. So you would get used to it, get it in that sweet spot. Just over 4,000 revs and it goes well then. Bit greasy out today, folks. It has got 3-stage traction control on, which is a button on your left hand. So it's basically your index finger, you just pull it and you can alter it down to 1, which obviously is not interfering too much, so you can probably lock it up a bit or split it up a bit and then just switch it off completely. And there's an ABS switch there, which you would operate, obviously you're not going to do it with your left hand, well you could do, but you've got to do it with your left hand, lean over and press it. So obviously, you know, and it's got an arrow pointing to the back wheel. I will take a picture of that. There's an ABS button on the dashboard there, to right at dashboard, and it's got an arrow pointing to the back wheel, so presumably as soon as you get off road, you press the ABS, and then you can skid the back wheel round corners. As you do into corners, you lock the back wheel up and sort of square the corner off, don't you? Oh, have you heard me talking like a normal road? No idea. No, I used to ride a bit of motocross when I was younger, like, so that's where this comes into its own with stuff like that, innit? A bit off road compared to GS, but this I'll tell you what, this car's coming up here. Oh, I've got to go curb then. So, love, I was going to do a bit of fun then and go up curb and try and jump off one of the rise ups, you know, what people go into the drive, like, or the lip. And your face going on because there's no box up back of this, and she's used to leaning backwards onto the box when she's on the back of the bike. And obviously they give us a bike with no back box on, so she's got her back on. Look at that old cover going for a walk. Ain't great, that, innit? Ain't great. Which way should we go back? Which way should we go back? Let's have a look. I'll tell you what, yeah, we'll go this way. I was just deciding which way to go back then. Oh shit, false neutral. I know it was actually real neutral. No, the gearbox is really slick on it. But it gets to the point then where you start just nudging it, you know, you stop giving it a shove, and then that's what happens then, got the old neutral. Well, you can easily ride it like a motocross bike, just blurt it through gears. Yeah, she said the actual seat's good on the back because it is actually raised up a fair bit. So I don't know whether it's any better than being on GS. She said it's not quite as comfy as the GS, which. Yeah, it's like these are all hillsy. That's the worst thing about these drifts GoPros. They're all same, aren't they? They just don't give any indication of hills and gradients, do they? I'll tell you one thing though, folks. If you are on the shorter side, this will be better than the GS. I'm 6 foot, 18 stone, so I'm just under tall, really. I should have grown about another 4 inches really for my weight, but I didn't. My body forgot for grow a bit longer, you know, for growing to my weight. But on this, I'm feet proper flat to the floor. On GS Adventure, it's a toes job. But on this, you always feel great when you get your feet right down, don't you? But it feels like I'm on a proper motorcycle, like really slim at the tank. Yeah, it's very nimble, very nimble. Have you heard me doing a road test like I know what I'm on about? No idea. I can imagine there'll be one up on this and being off-road having some proper good fun on this. Because it doesn't feel like a big 1000. Don't feel like it at all. As you're on a GS Adventure or whatever, you know you're on a big bike, don't you? And you can tell you're on a big bike. On this, you've no idea what the CC is, except for the way that it goes. Like, you've no idea what CC it is. Oh yeah, no, it's better than I expected. That's me again though, reading too many reviews. Reading all these reviews saying, oh, 2 up with luggage on, crap, won't move. No, it does. Obviously you can feel it's sluggish, but it's bound beats, and you've lost over 200 cc's on a GS or on a Cross Tour or on the big KTMs, and then compared to the Versailles or Versys or whatever you call them, that and the 1000SX Kawasaki, you know, I mean, it's a twin. They've got a big 4-cylinder engine, smooth as silk, so complete different animal, innit? But when Faye did get off before and stood at the side of the road and I had a blat on it, that's when you felt it. You thought, oh, hang on, it's likes picking its heels at this. And it's more than enough then. Yeah, let's have a go at this now. We're on a hill. You can't tell, but we're on a proper steep hill there. But yeah, feet flat up floor. Back brake's really easy to get to. Let's have a look at that now. Let's have a look down. You won't be able to see, but the back brake is perfectly, honestly. The GS, I found the GS back brake. Obviously, it had that flip down part for when you stood up off road. But the back brake, you had to feel for it with your foot. On this, it's just that it's proper natural. Proper natural to get to. But the forks are really spongy. They would, if you are 2 up, you would need to dial a bit of preload in this and maybe a bit of damping, like it's a bit squishy squashy. God, this used to be hospital, isn't it? It's my Billings Hospital. Big housing estate now. Mad, isn't it? They put some houses somewhere, they'll put them there, won't they? I tell you what, we'll follow this car up here. Scenery is quite decent up here. Bispham Hall Scout Estate, dib dib dib, dub 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 and all that. Makes a nice noise, I mean it's great with a can on this. Put a can on one of these, but it sounds bloody awesome. Alright pal, see him looking at me in disgust then. I'm going, Faye just said he had a chainsaw, he was a leaf blower. She said he had a chainsaw in his hand, he just blowing leaves off his drive. Oh no. Oh Christ. He was looking at us in disgust anyway. That car, he's just like, the noise of this bloody hooligans flying up here. Not even going fast, just plodding. But weak. It says the temperature's not really changed, but it does feel a bit chilly. Now we'll just pull over here. This is where we come mountain biking. We come at the top of it, we go over here, and there's Billings Hill at the top of there. Our local mountain bike route that we usually go with lads. Because I do a bit of, well, we've not done much this year, but we usually do a bit of mountain biking. You know what you can see over there. We'll take some pictures now, but this is where we come mooching on bikes. And go take some pictures, folks. See you in a bit. Hey folks, whoever's watching this, hey, Jesus, nearly forgot. Whoever's still watching this has not felt sleep or whatever. You know what I mean? Keep your eye out on Wednesday, I've got a little video coming up on Wednesday. Little special one. Not on bikes right, but it's about bikes. And a little freebie, giving you something back. I know we've only just started this vlogging like, and we're just getting used to it at the moment. You know what I mean? Every video's getting a bit slicker and a bit slicker, getting a bit better, and then they will get there, don't you? You know, thanks for tuning in and watching and having a beer while you're watching or whatever you do. Fair play. But yeah, love getting comments off you and all that. You know what I mean? Feel free for comments about it. I'll talk whilst you'll shite me. But feel free to comment about it, and we'll have a go with that. Like, but anyway, we're doing a bit of a thingy on Wednesday. Keep your eye about 8 o'clock Wednesday night. It'll be on. Probably edit it this afternoon at 8 o'clock Wednesday. Because you'll be watching this tomorrow, because this is Saturday morning. Fair's going to edit this when we get home. You'll be watching this on Saturday, so it'll be I don't know the date. Fair was trying to tell me then, but whatever. You'll be watching this on a Saturday. Oh, sorry, you'll be watching this on a Sunday at 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock, sorry. And then if you keep your eyes open, Wednesday 6 o'clock, be a little quickie on there showing a few things. I'm going to give some away, giving a few things away, just as a bit of a thanks, you know what I mean? So, like, we've only been doing it a year, and you know what I mean. There's not 300 else. I know it's not compared to some others like Richie Reader and Mr. No Flower and all them, which I watch. I love their channels, like, you know, and that's probably what got us started on this mainly. But yeah, bit of a freebie, give you a bit of a freebie there, so it'll be worth watching for that, won't it? Out for now, isn't it? And they kick it dick and that, so. No, I wish I had the camera on the side of the helmet like I used to, because I showed you, my foot's actually flat on the floor, which feels very secure. Yeah, so it's a foot flat job up floor, this. And as I mentioned, it is a chain and sprocket job, this. What are you doing, you pleb? Fair was saying that was her car, she's got one of them. She loves it. Great car, that Civic. Yeah. You just pull out, mate, don't worry about me. You've just spoiled me fun, pal. I'm pulling out. You're playing out. lovely morning for it. Could have been a lot worse, couldn't it, folks? Could have been a lot worse. Yeah, let's get your eye out on Wednesday. It's not much, but it's something, isn't it? Better than nice. Like I say, I love hearing your comments and that. It's all a bit of fun, innit? You know what I mean? Next serious, just a bit of fun. Just passes half hour on here and there, doesn't it? Can I just go past him then and bloody cars coming? Although I think we've got a bit of clear on this. Test its overtaking capabilities. That's alright, wasn't it, folks? Does the biz when it needs to. Well, folks, the Africa Twin. Just round the corner from Wigan Under now. I'll take it back. It's fair, we just thrown a couple of quid in it now. We've not done so many miles, so it's not been too bad. I don't know what light's like in here. But yeah, it's been a great bike. I've just noticed, I didn't even a word of it, it's no centre stand. Just side stand only, which is a massive issue with your lube bit chain and that, isn't it? As you all know, it can be a pain in the arse out the centre stand. But as always with front ones, just one light lit at front. I'll never understand that. It's obviously it's got riding lights with the indicators with the half lit, but yeah, it's never understand that one light thing that people can mistake it for a car, and that's just stupid. Well, I'm sure there's a relay you can buy for it, sort that out. Yeah, what do you think of it, folks? Africa Twin. Great ride, bit spongy up front, but have a look. Yeah, you could probably dial a bit more preload and what have you in that, just for stiffening it up a bit. But we've done the rear suspension with the adjuster there. That's easy enough to do. I believe it does fire a bit like a single, even though it's a twin. I believe it fires, from what I've read, it fires a bit like a single where they fire together, supposedly giving the wheel more time to recover in dirt and that when it spins. But no, it drives well. Just do a bit, well, a lot lumpy under the slow speeds, a lot lumpy. So the CRF1000L Africa Twin, great bike. For me, it'd be more of a fun bike though, more of a fun bike. The average fuel's still on 50.5, so that's not too bad. So yeah, well that's us anyway. So for now it's goodbye from me. And first go set her.
With one heel against the wall until the early hours. Between his breath he's watching for some movement in the shadows. With his eyes pinned to her door, he knows she knows he's watching her.